Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Devotional today. Today we're going to be looking at 2 Samuel, and we're going to be looking at chapters 8 and chapters 11. Now, obviously, I can't read all that to you, but there's a few things in there that I want to point out to you. So first of all, I just want to say welcome. Glad you're here, and let's take a look at the headline in 2 Samuel chapter 8. The first thing it says is David conquers the surrounding nations. Like David is king at this time over Israel, and David is going out and conquering all these nations in the Lord's name. I wanted to read to you the verses found in this chapter 8, and verses 13 through the end here. It says, "And David became famous after he returned from striking down 18,000 Edomites in the Valley of Salt. He put garrisons throughout Edom, and all the Edomites became subject to David. The Lord gave David victory wherever he went." Now listen to this. David reigned over all of Israel, doing what was just and right for all his people. Listen, King David at this time in 2 Samuel chapter 8 was doing everything right. I mean, he was, he had God's favor and all of those things. But then in chapter 9, David wants to extend kindness to anyone from the house of Jonathan. And he meets Jonathan's son, and he extends kindness to him. And then in chapter 10, David defeats the Ammonites, and it just seems like it's going on and on and on. And then, boom, chapter 11, David and Bathsheba. And David commits adultery, and then David commits by proxy commits murder. And what I want to bring out in this is this morning. Don't ever judge someone, because we can go from rags to riches in a day. Our heart is evil. Evil reigns in the world. Evil is all around us. Evil tempts us all the time. Just because somebody falls to that doesn't mean that they cannot be used. It doesn't mean that they are a horrible person. It means that they've done some wrong things. And as long as they repent of those things and ask God to forgive them of those things, they can move forward with their lives, and you should not be judging them. But when it comes to you personally, I want you to understand something. Don't ever think that you're too high on the mountain, because in a heartbeat, Satan can bring you down. So we have to be careful all the time, every day. We have to be waking up, and we have to be on guard, because today could be the day that you fall. And so you have to be in communion with God through His Word. You have to be in communion with God through prayer. But you have to do this on a daily basis, guys. If we don't, we could be one day defeating the Ammonites, and the next day committing adultery and murder. Listen, Satan's been at this a long time. He knows exactly what it takes to tempt you. Stay firm in the Lord, and don't let Satan get a foothold in your life. It can happen as quick as a chapter. Hope this helps you a little bit today. And friends, we'll see you tomorrow.